Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Wristwatch Wednesday. Today we have the Casio Edifice, I believe it is. Not really sure, not really heard of these yet. So interesting to see what we've got here. This is considered more of a, I would say more of a dress/work watch. You know, kind of ticking away from the sport watch that Casio's famous for, and going into the office, let's call it. So let's dig into this one real quick, get some specs on it. Looks like it's a stainless steel band. It's got the Casio branding on the clasp, a nice locking clasps. Casio's always had good locking clasps in my opinion. Looks like this one has the screw down back. So that is what I would call makes it a little more high end and such. Looks like it needs a good cleaning in here. It's got a little bit of a recessed crown right here to protect that crown. It's got a beautiful black dial with some blue accented dials inside. White hands with white hour markers and I think that's a silver second hand. Some of these are solar. I don't think this one is. It will usually tell you on the back when you have a solar watch. The movement on this one is a 1343. I did look it up briefly, and I don't believe it is solar, but we're gonna dig into the back and see if we can get this running here in a minute. But let's get some specs. Case size is about 40 millimeters. Lug to lug, it's going to be about 44, 45. And you notice it's got, I'll call it some heft here in the watch on the case where the lugs come out. And you know, they're all filled in here in the middle, so just to give it a little more girth to it, I'll call it. Let's see, bracelet width, lug width, that area. Let's get to the a little bit down below, but that's about 20. And then let's go thickness. And this one's pretty hefty. I mean, it's got some weight to it. So the thickness we're about 11 millimeters. So let's get into the battery and see what we have here. It's definitely not running at the moment. It may go blurry on you as I take it out and move it around, but bear with me a minute. That sounds a little crusty, probably needs cleaning. Alright, looks like our gasket's still intact. And here we go. Let's go ahead and get the spacer out. It's a plastic spacer, it's covering the battery. And let's see what we got here. Looks like an SR916 battery. Let's see if we got one of those. Alright guys, I do have some of these. SR916SW, also a 373. There's several compatibility charts on the internet you can check and see, you know, the 373 compared to the 916. So let's go ahead and, and check the link in the description where I get my watch batteries. You'll send a few pennies my way if you use that link. Alright, so there's our new one. We're going to go ahead, pop the old battery out. Try to hold that movement so it doesn't move a bunch. Pops out real easy. We're going to put the new one in. Popped in real easy. Now some of these it will tell you if you need to touch a couple contacts to reset or whatever. I don't see anything on this one. It's just kind of your normal analog quartz. So don't think we're going to have to deal with that. And let's go ahead. Let's just hold this together. Check and see if we got second hand movement. We got second hand movement. So we're back up and running at least. So let's go ahead and put this back on. Like I said, our gasket was all still in place. Didn't even move. So we're going to leave it there. Another thing we could do if we really wanted to give this a complete restore, we could grease that O-ring gasket down with a little silicone grease or something to provide a little pliability to it. Make sure it will be waterproof. All right, I think we got it tight. If I haven't said before, I think I got this cheap little spanner wrench off of eBay. It's about $5. I also have a heftier one. It's much bigger, so you usually have to remove the bracelet and such. I don't want to do that today, so I'm just using my little one. Alright, so we're back up and running. We've got the got the second hand going. So let's go ahead and just let's get some of those fingerprints off. Looks like we may have a little dust inside there. We could always take that back off and pull that up and spray it out, but I'll do that maybe another time. Let's go ahead and set time and date on this one if we can. Let's look at these dials. Looks like we have a day of the week dial, day of the month, and probably a 24-hour dial, that looks like to me. So what do we got currently? We've got the 3rd around 9 a.m., 9:05 a.m. So let's pull it out. Let's see, we got looks like 2 clicks in this crown. Yeah, we got 2 clicks. So let's do the first click. See where we're at. All right, looks like we're moving our month, not our month, but our day dial by number. So let's go to, we're on the 3rd. So let's go to the 2nd. And then what happens if we turn it backwards? Doesn't look like anything's happening on the backwards. Alright. And then we're going to pull it out the 2nd click. And we're going to go around. And our 24-hour is moving down here at the bottom. Hope you guys can see that. And then we should flip to the 3rd. Oh, there we flip to the 3rd. And then we're going to hit about 9:05 a.m., let's say. There's 9:05. I think we're set now. The only bad thing is we're still on Saturday. Let's see if we can adjust that one. Do I have to spin my 24-hour one around so much that I go back to a Friday? Let's check that out. So let's pull this out, and we're gonna go, let's say it's Friday, so that's the longest spin. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna spin around till I get past midnight, see if I go to Saturday, and then, yep, see, I moved to the 4th. Okay. So let's pull this back in, and let's get this date right. Okay. I think what we're going to have to do, I think we're just going to have to spin this till we get around to, let's call it the day before. Right, so we'll need to be on a Thursday. So I'm going to spin this for a while. You guys can go enjoy something. I'll edit this out, but I'm going to get around the Thursday. All right, we're on Wednesday, and my fingers are getting tired. Swing around, we get to Thursday. All right, we're on Thursday. Now we're gonna make this. We're gonna pretend like it's Friday at 9 a.m. So let's go around. Oh, we're coming up on Friday. Okay, we're Friday. It's gonna be hard for you guys to see. I apologize. And then we're going to go 9:09. And then we're going to go in 1 click. Oops, I went a little too far. We're going to go in 1 click. And we're going to spin our date around to the 3rd. And I believe we'll be set. There we are. We are set. Okay. So I think to summarize, as we figured this out, first you got to go in and set your day of the week, and then get it to your hour, proper AM PM by this 24-hour dial. Set that. Then push that in, and that's out 2 clicks on the crown. Out 1 click, we just go ahead and set our date once we have this set. So now, as this approaches the 24-hour marker, our date should move to the next day. So pretty easy once you get it figured out. A lot of times it's difficult to find manuals on these older ones. This one's not so old. I probably could have found it, but sometimes I just like to try to figure these things out. You know, it keeps me from going nuts, I guess. But anyway, that's where we are now. We're just going to give this a good cleaning. I won't film that. You guys have seen that 1,000 times if you watch this channel, you know, where we give it the old toothbrush and dish soap cleaning. This one's in really good shape. The crystal's really good shape. Probably just needs a little polish, a few scratches on it. It looks like an aluminum watch, but I don't believe it is. Oh, look at that crud. It's I'm pretty sure it's stainless steel. Yeah, the band says stainless steel on it. So, but it's a nice looking watch. If you're into analog watches. So there we go, Casio Edifice. I believe that's how we say that. I don't know. Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. And that's where we stand on this one, guys. Let's get some macros and shots on the wrist as we always do, and we'll wrap this one up. Appreciate everybody checking it out. We'll see you next time.